one of you watching this video is going to win this channel slab right here. Number 14. Keep watching to learn how. T. Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. Hey, I just hit 6,000 subscribers. Actually, it was about a week or two ago, and actually, I've been very surprised. I blew right through 6,000, and I'm already at 6,200. And all that happened before I could even do a GAW. So if you've been watching me for quite a while, you know that every once in a while I like to do a GAW. And that's what this is about right here. So let me just start by thanking each and every one of you watching this very moment for watching my channel. I want to thank all of you who inspired me to continue on with this channel, even when I was just starting out. And by the way, if you yourself are a content creator, hey, keep at it. Good things will happen, and they've happened to me, and I certainly would not be here today without the encouragements from so many of you. Now, I mentioned something about giving away this channel slab. All I ask is that you watch this program until the end, and then you will be given instructions as to exactly how to win that channel slab. I think it'll make a nice addition to someone's stack collection. Now, today's video is going to be a paid programming video. I want to thank you for your understanding. Now, you see me going to coin shops all the time. I do my absolute best to educate you and entertain you and show you how and where to acquire precious metals. And when I do, I come in with fiat ready to spend on those precious metals. And these paid programming videos help in that respect. So thank you for understanding. And I kind of equate it to like a ball game. You watch a ball game, and whether it's between innings or during a timeout, there's a commercial break. Well, it's kind of like the same with T, the Silver Stackers channel. I put out content after content after content and sprinkle in a little paid programming here and there. So thank you for your tolerance with that. So now, without any further ado, keep watching to learn about Blue Lagoon resources. I've done my best to do my typical editing job and spice it up and make it interesting for you. So sit back and enjoy. Hey, Mr. Rena Vig, Blue Lagoon Resources CEO, thank you for joining me on my channel, sir.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Oh, absolutely. And I thought we'd start by perhaps you telling my viewers a little bit about yourself.
Oh, sure. Basically, I'm a startup guy. I try to be the dumbest guy in the room, surround myself with very, very smart people in the specific industry, that I'm working in at the time, and execute on a plan. And then about 10 or 11 years ago, just after 2008, 2009, if you recall, it was a pretty depressing time. It seemed like the whole world was collapsing at the time. I was looking for a change. And a very good friend of mine who's a very, very successful, very rich venture capitalist invited me to join the capital markets with him in the markets. And I said, hey, what the heck? Show me the ropes. How hard can it be? So I jumped in and started learning. And he had made most of his money in mining. He's worth like over $300 million. He made most of his money in mining. So that's where I started. And unfortunately for me, or maybe it was fortunate when you look back, because I learned a lot, but it seemed at the time it was very tough. I put 7 figures in the market with him, invested, and a few months later, all was gone because the whole market collapsed. In the gold and silver and commodities. I mean, everything just went negative. So, but hey, I'm a big boy. So, anyways, I took over a couple of these companies that I had invested in, and everybody kept saying, "Oh, it's only going to be another year or two. It'll turn. But of course, as I'm sure you know and your viewers know, especially the commodities, the cycle just didn't turn up until really recently. So anyways, I hung in there. And then in 2018, I decided to switch sectors. I said, man, I've got to do something here. And I went outside the mining sector and put 2 of the biggest deals in Canadian history. One was a $520 million raise. It was a $6 billion RTO. The company still trades today at around a $6 billion mark, and then I did another one a few months later, which was just got sold recently for $2.1 billion. And then in 2019, I thought, hey, mining's got to come back. You know, it's been at that point it had been about 10 years. So I jumped in and started this mining company called Blue Lagoon Resources, which I'm currently running because I believed in gold and I believe in silver, and I thought, hey, it's got to turn. And you know what? As much as people say they want to see higher, you know, people forget when I started this company, gold was at around 1350. You know, about 3 years ago. That's pretty good growth in my opinion. But I think it's still going to go higher. So, anyways, that's my background.
Speaking of believing in precious metals, you just showed me some of your physical silver that you have, and I think my viewers would probably enjoy seeing that. This is a silver stacking channel, and who wouldn't like that big old 100-ouncer there?
Yeah, I could do a workout with that one. That's for sure. You know, and then I got
the Ohio Precious Metals. Yeah, those are beautiful.
We got to do everything that we can in our power to preserve wealth for our families, and certainly silver and gold is one of those ways. And I've been doing that for years.
So tell me about Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, no, we got this great property up in northern Canada by a town called Smithers. Very easy access for 45, 50 minutes. We can reach the property, which is very important because many of these properties are remote often, and you got to fly in with helicopters and float planes, and makes it very expensive. So we're very blessed in that we have easy access all year round. It's not seasonal. It's an incredible property, and it's not just me saying it, but some of the leading thinkers, including one of the best and one of the most recognized and a geological genius really of our times, Dr. Quinton Henney, loves our property. His fund called Crescat Capital has invested in it with us now 3 times. It's basically, we're exploring for gold. We have currently a known resource there that we are working towards getting into production. We believe that we're on track to be a producing company here sometime later this year or early next. And we have a couple 100,000 ounces of gold there and 4 times the silver. So that's our starter. That's where we're starting. And then we're going to, of course, we're drilling constantly to expand that resource, and we're pretty bullish and pretty excited about it. So there's 2 ways to I guess make money in this business, right? One, as we talked about, is to preserve your wealth by owning physical gold and silver. And the second way is to invest in junior miners, and you just got to find a good one. I mean, we believe we're one of the better ones, but there's others obviously as well. And the whole strategy and the whole key is to get into these things early. And we believe we're pretty early right now. So because we have 22,000 hectares, the actual mine is not even on 10% of that whole entire land package. So less than 10% of that entire land package has yet been explored. So the whole idea is to get in early and as we develop that property and as we find more veins and we expand that resource, naturally the expectation is that the price of the stock goes up. And typically what happens is, when physical gold and silver, go up, say by $10, or $5, when that starts to happen, the junior miners like us in the markets go up many multiples of that, and that's the beauty of the markets and getting in early.
Yeah, I've been explaining to my viewers that an opportunity to grow your money exponentially in the junior miner sector could cause you to ultimately wind up with more of that physical in your safe at the end of the day. And finding a good one, as you mentioned, is the key. Quinton Henney, if he believes in you, I think my viewers should certainly take that into consideration in a big way.
Blue Lagoon. Well, guess what? When I told everyone last week that when you announce you're going to drill 20,000 more meters, that means you're probably onto something. This week, they announced what they're onto. Okay, they announced the first drill hole out of this Chance target. Now, Chance is a structural zone that's kind of north or northeast from the Dome Mountain, the actual high-grade vein that the previous owners had targeted. Okay, so this is a new discovery. It's a brand new discovery. Now, what's amazing about this drill hole, and bear in mind, this is the first of many holes that are in the lab, is that this thing hit multiple veins. Okay, when I talked about Blue Lagoon a long time ago, I think it was in August of last year, I pointed out geology is very similar to what are called alkaline deposits. It's similar to Buritica in Colombia, huge gold system, high-grade vein system. And you have sheeted veins. You have one vein after another. in this drill hole, you can see they have hit 4 veins.
Dr. Henne, who is not on our team, but indirectly, he's been helping us a lot. You know, he is a strategic technical advisor for Crescat Capital, and he's a technical advisor to Crescat. But they've invested in us now 3 times. So obviously, they see something in our company that's very, very important and relevant.
Now, speaking of investing, my understanding is that you've, bet on yourself and bet on this company, and you continue to accumulate shares. Is that correct?
That is correct. I've got a pretty big position already. You know, me and my family, my friends, when we started this company, I put over $2 million into the company. And then last month, last year, I acquired another million shares. Last month or 6 weeks ago, I started buying in the market. I thought this was so cheap. What happens is as gold and silver prices fluctuate and they come down, everybody panics and they start selling. And that's the challenge with most investors. They always buy at the wrong time and they always sell at the wrong time, right? Unfortunately. So, when stocks are going down, and if it's a good company, nothing's changed, that's the buying opportunity. So a few weeks ago, I started buying in the market. I mean, the stock was trading for less than 50 cents US, and it was at about 63 cents Canadian. So I started buying in the market about 100,000 shares. And then unfortunately for me, my lawyer and my board told me to stop because we were getting results. So as we start to get results, we go in on an embargo, no insider, because then you have information, so nobody can buy. So I had to stop, but I was going to accumulate another 500,000 shares, and because of the results coming in. But yeah, I'm a full believer of what we have. And listen, when the greatest geological minds of our time look at it and tell me that they like it and they're investing in it, what do I know? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not a mining engineer or geologist. But so I look at these smart people, and if they believe in it, how can I not believe in it?
Well, there's a lot of smart people buying in lately because I've looked at what the price has done since like around February-ish. It's going up at a nice trajectory. And from what you're telling me, that could certainly continue on that same trajectory.
But that's when the buying, opportunity is generally.
I think I'd like to just kind of bring it full circle. And what we started about talking about at the very beginning was timing is everything. And the timing now presents a huge opportunity for any of my viewers to get involved with Blue Lagoon Resources.
We're not in, I'm not an investment advisor, either are you. I mean, I'm a firm believer that people should do their, own due diligence. All I can do is share the information. All I can do is share what I'm doing. I believe in it. I'm putting my money, where my mouth is. And I think that if people take the time and to do some due diligence, whether they research, Crescat or Dr. Henne, or whether they research our company, from our website, or they can email me from our website, www.bluelagoonresources.com. Ask questions. I'm happy to. I'm a very engaged CEO. I'm always happy to answer questions. I think if one does their due diligence and look at junior miners like us and other good ones, I believe they will discover that there's a real opportunity to not only continue to buy the physical gold and silver, but also have a little bit of exposure to the markets where there's an opportunity to make many multiples of our investments if done right.
Well, Mr. Vic, I really appreciate the time, and I think my viewers will appreciate the start of the research here, and it can continue on your website, as you mentioned, and the link will be put in my video description. I certainly appreciate the time today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
So, hey, you made it to this point in the video, and you may be wondering, okay, T, we did what you asked us to do. How do we win that beautiful old school Libertad in that T the Silver Stacker channel slab? Well, it's real simple, guys. All you have to do is hit that like button and comment. That's all there is to it. And some lucky winner will have their name announced on Saturday. You all know that I do Saturday morning premieres, and this Saturday will be a special one because one of you will win this. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. T.